overweight science fiction author tweeting.
Welcome to Cryptic Web Chronicles, your go-to source for updates from the most bizarre and chaotic corners of the web. Tonight, we've got more updates on a disgraced, smelly, obese psychopath who could be teetering on the edge of losing it all. That's right, folks. It's none other than Jackie Singh. As we've covered already on this channel, Singh is a fat keyboard warrior who, much like her co-conspirator Patrick S. Tomlinson, is no stranger to drama or debt. As you learned in our last installment, Jackie is famously buried in $277,993 worth of debt and appears to be in quite the downward spiral. Of course, much of this chaos has been fueled by podcaster and self-proclaimed O&A forums ringleader Dan Mullen, who seems to be tightening the screws on Jackie and ramping up the pressure. As we're going to see tonight, though, that wouldn't come without some pushback from Jackie. Doxing, death threats, and Danny's doo-doo diapers. All tonight on Cryptic Web Chronicles. Prepare yourselves because things are about to get stinky.
In fact, a small number of YouTubers and podcasters who call themselves documentarians frequently attempt to make money and score reputation points off of this perverse spectacle, which is your life as a stalking victim, sensationalizing your daily torment into an ongoing drama series for their personal gain, often with thousands or hundreds of thousands of followers.
This all would transpire as the result of Twitter trolling aimed at Jackie from the infamous O&A forums troll Robert Porngay, better known as Boomia. Pat and Jackie have both alleged that Porngay is the son of mob hitman Mr. Softy, adding an extra layer of drama to this already crazy saga. I also just want to mention that during the same incident where Patrick allegedly doxed Boomia, he posted a picture of actor Adam Mucci, but incorrectly claimed it was Robert Porngay. This mistake highlights the lack of research and effort Patrick puts into making such extreme and serious allegations. As a prolific troll, Boomia has a unique knack for provoking Patrick and Jackie in ways few others can, and this time was no exception. But I also just want to note that Jackie's mask of sanity appeared to already be slipping prior to Boomia's Twitter provocation. Just before this all started, Jackie was thanking a publication for an article they wrote about a dramatic, fatly worded letter she had sent to Joe Biden's unsupervised email account. However, after thanking them, Jackie actually took the time to read the article and realized it said something she didn't like. This prompted an immediate 180, with Jackie hysterically declaring that the outlet wasn't a real publication. She then spiraled further, writing, "You are engaging in election-related influence operations, and this is your notice to stop. If I were you, I'd unpublish all your trash." However, the real meltdown began with Jackie firing off a tweet about Hunter Biden being pardoned by his father, President Joe Biden. "I am glad the witch hunt against Hunter Biden is finally over. A righteous pardon. Leave that man the hell alone." Along with one of her followers, she would go on further to suggest the FBI was secretly working to remove Donald Trump from office. This kind of behavior is par for the course with Jackie, who clearly suffers from derangement and unresolved mental issues, particularly when it comes to politics. It's also worth noting that Jackie was once a member of the GNAA, a notorious extremist trolling/cyber terror organization led by prolific neo-Nazi white supremacist Weave. Jackie not only associated with Weave, but also befriended and regularly communicated with him during her time in the group. Chat logs and pictures allegedly corroborate all of this, despite Jackie's denial. Just remember, Jackie is a fat troll. Her past GNAA membership even got her fired from a cybersecurity role with the Biden campaign in 2020. While her inflammatory remarks and behavior are likely attempts to stir controversy and grab attention, that doesn't exactly make them any less stupid. If Jackie truly is trolling, it's hard to tell who the butt of the joke is supposed to be, besides herself. Jackie's online antics typically make her look paranoid and ignorant, while thoroughly embarrassing herself in the process. One notable example was when she believed she was being gang-stalked and started claiming her hotel room was bugged. She even posted a video of a fire alarm in the room, insisting it was a surveillance device installed to spy on her. The incident was so bizarre that even her own followers expressed concerns about her mental status, urging her to step away from social media and get some rest. Her history and behavior continue to raise questions about her actions and intentions, leaving some observers unsure whether she's just a bad troll or genuinely delusional. Anyways, back to the point. Jackie regularly tweets ridiculous things like this involving politics. At the same time, she pretends to have significant clout in both the hacking and intelligence communities, which, let's be honest, is as believable as the rest of her fat delusions. In response to her hot take on Hunter Biden, Twitter parody account Kyle Tomlinson would quote the tweet writing, "It's nice that Jackie trusts the FBI to lead a coup against the next prez. It's clear she doesn't hold a grudge for being called a bullshitting fraud on Torswats. See below. Is our little degenerate growing up?" In response to Kyle's tweet, the aforementioned troll of notoriety, Boomia, would reply, "I've decided I'm going to deal with Jackie myself. I have a plan to neutralize her. She won't be a problem for us much longer. She'll be #slapped silly." While the tweet could be interpreted as threatening by some, in my opinion it seems more likely that Boomia is referring to legal action against Jackie for defamation and slander. It's also worth noting that Patrick Tomlinson, one of Jackie's close allies and the reason she's tangled up with O&A forums trolls in the first place, has previously threatened to neutralize his trolls over text and Twitter for merely saying mean words to him. However ambiguous Boomia's tweet may have been, Jackie didn't hesitate to return with a much more direct and unambiguous threat of violence. Jackie would quote Boomia, writing, "Warning, any fascist who comes for me will lose." Included was an emoji of a real gun, pointed at a clown's head. Jackie would go on to quote her own tweet, writing, "About me. High familiarity with cyber and physical weaponry. Experienced with many types of small arms. Worked 4th Infantry Division Armament Squad, handling tanks, artillery. Qualified marksman, 2015 vision. Spent many years in Iraq, by choice. Warning, fascists will die trying." Along with the tweet, Jackie attached some mysterious photos that appear to show her during her brief time in the Middle East. In these photos, Jackie is holding someone's AK while wearing no sleeves in the sun-baked desert, which might suggest she was relegated to a clerical or otherwise insignificant position during her time overseas and didn't spend a lot of time outdoors. Shockingly, many believe that Jackie has a habit of greatly exaggerating her military service and experience, and I can't help but wonder the same. Jackie would go on to continue her unhinged rambling. "I'm tired of their weak threats. They say they're going to come get me, but don't. I say show up and get your head blown off. I'll live stream that shit. They f***ing with an Iraq veteran who willingly went back to Iraq and spent most of her 20s there. Bad idea." This tweet seems to be the one that tipped the scales, as it was later taken down for policy violations, with Jackie receiving a temporary suspension from Twitter for threatening violence. However, that would not be the end of her embarrassing meltdown. She continued her unhinged ranting on the left-wing Twitter alternative, Blue Sky, while suggesting that Russian meddlers had secret behind-the-scenes access to Twitter, and that was the reason behind her timeout. do me a favor and ask Linda Yaccarino why my account is locked out of Twitter and why I didn't even get a notice about it to my email. Who has access to Twitter, and why am I suspended? Adding to the absurdity of these theatrics by Snacky is the fact that just a few days prior, Jackie was claiming she was not long for this platform and begged her followers to subscribe to her blog. I'm not long for this platform. It isn't safe for me to continue using an app owned by those who ran the coup. If you want to keep up with my stories, you'll need to put your email into the box here. hackingbutlegal.com. Thanks. From my family to yours, we wish you well. Now, just a mere few days later, Jackie was fatly complaining about her suspension, which was solely the consequence of her threatening to, quote, blow someone's head off. As you can see for yourself, she just doesn't seem mentally well or grounded in reality. Things only get worse from here, though, as Jackie isn't quite yet finished with her chimp out. And it was at this point that the indomitable honey badger joined in, delivering an intense verbal beating to Jackie over Blue Sky. It would start with another Jack post to Blue Sky, Singh writing, "This is how it looks when you defend yourself on X against angry men who threaten your life every single day. Feast your eyes on this travesty." Attached was a screenshot showing Jackie had to take a 9-hour timeout from Twitter. In response, Honey Badger would heroically write, "Ha ha ha, I'm one of the ones that got you, you fat skin. Enjoy not seeing your daughter. Kisses, Honey Badger." Honey Badger went on to further elaborate, "Because you only see her 3 times a year, per your court mandate." Clearly provoked and likely in a manic state, Jackie would respond with a hastily concocted, meaningless word salad. "You mean my court-approved parenting agreement involving shared custody of my 10-year-old with my ex-husband, which was established in mediation? Keep explaining it. You mean the parenting agreement in which the details of my equal parental rights over my daughter with my ex-husband are written, the doc which was established in mediation during our divorce, and which you have attempted to target in violation of the law. Keep explaining it." Honey Badger responded to Jackie's absurd rambling by pointing out the stupidity of her tactics. "The one that says you get to see her 3 times a year? You can fluff it up with whatever language you want, Jacko. You're still a deadbeat mother with restricted access." Jackie bitterly clapped back, denying the claim. "That's a lie you created to target me and my family." But of course, Honey Badger brought receipts and immediately shut down Jackie's lies using empirical evidence. "No, it's literally what you said in your bankruptcy meeting, the one you didn't want recorded and is available on filepimps.com. So did you lie then, or are you lying now?" Unable to form a coherent defense, Jackie could only muster, "You're going to pay for this, Daniel Mullen." She escalated further, explicitly threatening violence. "And repeating so you know it. If you come anywhere near me or my family members, I will immediately blow your fucking head off. Trust me on that. Did you hear me? Reply so I can be sure you did." Honey Badger mocked her threats, weaving in taunts with Signature Dan references. "Don't hate me 'cause I'm living the 5-sync lifestyle and eating and arepas for breakfast." Angrily, Jackie tried to maintain her intimidating tone. "Did you hear me? Reply so I can be sure you did." Undeterred, Honey Badger continued the taunts. "You think I do my dirty work? I got the whole Order of 9 Angels to do my bidding." In a bizarre turn, Jackie responded by simply writing, "Who's this?" Attached to her message were photos that appeared to dox Dan Mullen's underage daughter. It looks like Jackie did this by using some kind of facial recognition technology on an old picture of Dan Mullen. Out of respect for safety and privacy concerns, especially considering Jackie is openly threatening to blow Dan's head off, I've obviously censored these images. However, given Jackie's history of doxing random, innocent individuals, such as when she falsely identified a random European man as Tor Swats, only to later be debunked and humiliated by the FBI and a private investigator. It wouldn't be surprising if this child has no actual connection to Mullen. In my opinion, it's likely she's being targeted and harassed by Jackie solely due to her delusions and unstable mental state. Regardless, it is an outrageous and indefensible action to dox a child. In response to this insanity, Dan would issue a statement of his own on Twitter a short time later. FYI, my lawyers have advised me not to directly respond to hacking, but legal's latest posts, which include doxing, defamation, and death threats. However, Dan appeared to indirectly respond to the drama by changing his Twitter avatar to an image of Jackie and updating his name to Jackie is Fat. While I was making this video, it also came to my attention that Jackie's Blue Sky page was also permanently banned, likely due to the violent threats she was posting towards Dan Mullen. Additionally, Dan Mullen claims he's now offering a $1,000 bounty for whoever takes down Jackie's Substack account permanently. So much for not directly responding. Furthermore, it's apparent that Jackie is teasing some strange, major findings regarding the 2024 election that she alleges will have national security implications. Sure you are, Snacky. This story is moving fast, so be on the lookout for more action on the horizon. This escalation by Big Chungus bitch, Jackie Singh, is yet another disturbing chapter in her ongoing meltdown and downward spiral. It seems inevitable that things will eventually reach a breaking point. My only hope is that Jackie's children can be sheltered from this unfolding insanity. It's my opinion that Singh is mentally unwell, and in her current state is unfit to be a parent. It also raises the question of why Jackie ever involved herself in Patrick Tomlinson's endless drama to begin with. Aligning with him seems to have only worsened her already troubled life. As this saga continues to unfold, the consequences of Pat and Jackie's erratic behavior only seem to escalate. Both have been saddled with mounting debts, embroiled in relentless public dramas, and seen their reputations thoroughly tarnished by this wild and self-inflicted chaos. And yet, it doesn't appear that this spectacle is anywhere near its conclusion. However, that's all we have for tonight. Thank you for watching, and please make sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. This has been Cryptic Web Chronicles. Good night.